females twerking, taking their clothes off, but they make
There, I ruined it. Is this legal? Today, someone sent me a YouTube video entitled Lil Jon Mashup Christmas Edition. And this is on a YouTube channel called There, I Ruined It. And this YouTube channel has 1.16 million subscribers. And this video was uploaded 4 days ago. It now has almost 300,000 views on it. And the question that I received was, is this legal? So as we're continuing to go over how to legally do cover songs in 2025, I thought this would be a great example to see, is this a cover song, right? Is this okay? Is it permitted? It's on YouTube right now. It has 300,000 views. So let's take a peek.
to the window, to the wall, till the sweat drops down my balls, until all these bitches crawl. Ah, skeet, skeet, goddamn, getting crunk in the club she's working.
Okay, real quick on this. So it's Get Low by Lil Jon, and then the Christmas song, I believe, is A Holly Jolly Christmas. I believe this is from 1964. So it's going to go into our analysis. But what we do know is we go, okay, well, we have at least two songs happening here. So I guess for those of you who are live watching right now, give me your thoughts. Is this a cover song? I'll give you my thoughts here in a sec.
I like to see them females twerking, taking their clothes off, but they make it. ATL ho, don't disrespect it. 369, damn she fine, hoping she can sock it to me one more.
Okay, so one of the questions I had, because I go, all right, it sounds like there's a sample. So for clarification, when we say sampling, it's something that is taken from the song made by someone else. So in the Get Low, Lil Jon song, his yeah, does he say yeah? Amazing. But we heard that. So there was in fact a sample. And then the other piece I go is, well, is this AI created of any kind? Because I see on the screen here, it says vocals. So we see this little like red, pinky vocal line. So are these AI made vocals? Are they real vocals? And I can answer that. On the actual YouTube video in the description, it says guest vocal Matt Bull. So Mr. Matt Bull, you have a fantastic voice. Love it. And then also in the description of the video, it says download the full MP3 via Patreon. Okay, so for context on this, we go, all right, so this is definitely, for commercial use, we're making money from it. So then the question is, first and foremost, let's go down the line. I'll give you my true analysis as a lawyer and what I do through my law firm. So number one, is this a cover song? Now, the answer is no. In order to do a cover song, the song needs to have a couple of things, okay? One of it is going to be, it's cool under the Copyright Act to do your own version. Okay. So if you go, I want to do a Holly Jolly Christmas, and I'm going to do my own version, right? So I'm going to do my own arrangement of the instrumental. I'm going to hire dear Matt Bull to sing the lyrics, so long as you keep the same lyrics, you keep the same melodies, and you keep the same structure. So meaning the beginning, middle, and end, and you don't rearrange the structure, then you're okay. You have all kinds of creativity that you can do around that. And then pursuant to the Copyright Act, it's okay for you to put your cover song on streaming platforms. And then the streaming platforms are the ones that are required to get the applicable mechanical license. Now, is this a cover song? No. But what is it? Let's go back.
More time, bring your ass right over here, ho, and let me see you get low. To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drops down my balls. Oh, by golly, skeet, skeet, motherfucker, goddamn.
All right, so a little bit of potty mouth there. Sorry about that. Now here's the thing, pretty clever. I can see, because this is, fun, it's clever, and this is why these types of things that are mashups, right, of two songs that most people might know do really well, right? Because someone's like, oh, that was such an interesting twist or use of the lyrics with this Christmas song. Okay. So this is going to be probably more of a mashup, right? And then what we call an interpolation. So meaning we're taking really from two songs to now make our one song, because we're taking elements of the structure, right? of maybe some of the arrangements, and then we're combining it from the Christmas song to Little John's actual lyrics. We also sampled. And what I can tell you is that in Coverland, it's not that for sure. Is there sampling here? Definitely. And with sampling, we have to go to the rights holder. So likely the label for Little John. And we have to get a license for that sample. But then, of course, we have the interpolation of melodies. All right. And so if we're interpolating, do we have to get a license? Right? Because we're not actually sampling. We're not actually using like the literal, other than the yeah. For interpolation, it is in fact the same process. You do have to get a license. So in this case, we're going to have to go to the rights holders for both songs. Now, caveat, we can probably say that Get Low is currently protected by copyright law, but I go, well, Holly Jolly Christmas, if that was made, let's say early 60s, does copyright still apply? Part of the analysis is that the Copyright Act, the current one was updated the current one is 1978. So basically the way it works is that for you as a creator, if you make a song today, the way it works is that you get copyright protection for the life of your song plus 70 years. That's a really long time, right? But if a song is made prior to 78, the way that it works is it's essentially a 56-year term. It's cut into 28 years for the original copyright protection. Then you can renew and get another 28 years. So basically 56. So according to my math, the copyright should have expired in 2021. So then we go, okay, Mr. There I Ruined It, Mr. There I Ruined It YouTube channel. Are we worried about the Christmas song for not getting a license? Now, here's the thing. Maybe he got a license. Maybe he cleared the sample. Maybe he got the licenses for interpolation, right? If I'm his attorney, I go, well, for the Christmas song, you may not have needed to because there was an existing copyright for the song. It's in the public domain. Okay, so we're going to argue that. I would do the full research and just make absolutely sure, but let's say that's the argument. But for Little John, all right, we want to make sure you absolutely, in fact, got the license. If you are someone that is needing help in the music business, at the end of this video, you can check out topmusicattorney.com. I have courses, I have free stuff just to kind of get you started. If you do want to deep dive, if you do want to train with me, I always say go through my music business program, which is how to think like a record label, become a record label. And then if you do want to get into touch with me or one of my lawyers, we got you covered. So now let's see what else happens. I see there's another audio on this track at this moment. So here we go. Do we see there's that little red section here? So let's go back just 2 seconds.
To the window, to the wall.
All right, so
Till the sweat
kiddos.
drops down and falls. Until all the puppies cry.
Okay. So, all right. So now we have some kiddos singing and there's other elements in the song. So what we can do is we go, no, this is what you need to know on this. This is the element. I'm going to bring in the whiteboard. I've never used the whiteboard. I was using my whiteboard to write out the elements of fair use. If you guys are wanting to do an illegal use of someone else's, illegal use, we go through the fair use elements. So here's what you need to know. Pursuant to the US Copyright Act, which is section 107, it assigns 4 different elements, factors. And the way it works is that through the factors, we go through and we go, well, you can use someone else's copyrighted content without their okay, so long as the factors of fair use apply. So we're going to go through the factors here. And we're going to go, well, number 1, what's the purpose of the song? Is it for commercial value, right? Is it for nonprofit purposes? In this case, he's like, hey, go download my MP3. So he's going to make some money. So we know it's for commercial purposes. What's the nature of the copyrighted use and specifically the work? What we look at is, was it unpublished, right? So if it's not published and we got this from Lil Jon before the song came out, that doesn't work very well towards the person who used it, okay? Also, if it's a creative work, like a song, it's very creative. So typically it's going to be a harsher standard. So we go through the 4 elements, how much was used, what's the effect on the marketplace, and that's a good part of the analysis. I'm like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this negatively impact the market, let's say, for Lil Jon? Now, let's pretend there were, if there's copyright protection for the Christmas song, we go, well, conversely, is this really bad and negative for the marketplace, for the owner of the Christmas song? So you can see kind of how the analysis is applied, but what I can at least share, there are different categories of fair use that we look in. So this here, Top Music Attorney, is an educational channel dedicated to helping you learn about the music business. And so I just reacted to There I Ruined It's YouTube video, which he owns. And I'm okay to do that because I'm using it for educational purposes and what my use falls within the factors of fair use. Now, with what he put up, we go, well, there are other categories. There's commentary, there's criticism, and there's parody. So if I was defending this owner, I would say, well, you know what? I think that this is parody. I think that the purpose, it is commercial, right? That's one factor. I think the nature is that this is of a creative work, but the nature nonetheless was very transformative, right? This is nothing close to the original for either song. And then we say how much was used. Well, the amount that needed to be used in order to make this new version had to happen. And then finally, the effect on the market. It's like de minimis, right? It's kind of tongue in cheek. Some people might be offended at the words, the use and comparison, and the children, right, being kind of used as well. But some people might find it's really funny. They might think it's really witty, right? So, my argument, if I was representing this YouTube channel, would be that this is parody. And if it does, in fact, fall within fair use is a defense to a claim of copyright infringement. So, my friends over on there, I ruined it. If you get a copyright claim from someone, give me a ring over at Delgado Entertainment Law. Guys, drop your comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one.